you've reached EliteBearing.com, and this is where you're going to save some money by repairing your Kenmore Elite front load washer. Now if you have a Kenmore HE3, HE4, HE5, or you have a T suffix, you're in luck because your kit is right below. You can order that kit, and that will fit all those models. It's a pretty standard kit I offer. Now if you have an HE2, you'll have to go over to my DuetBearing.com site. Now let's talk about your Kenmore Elite. You can change the bearings. I've been doing this for four years plus. So what happens, you call places, oh no, because when they look up your bill of material for that machine, they get a parts explosion. It just shows that back tub. It does not show the bearings and the seal, because Whirlpool only wants you to buy that back tub. And you can replace the bearings and seal. You just tap them in. I use an extension with a little socket on it. Just go around, you tap the bearings out. Now in a rear bearing, where the pulley is, you may have a retainer clip or a snap ring, and you want to take that off before you start tapping, because it won't go anywhere if you start tapping. So another tip is just general hand tools. It's going to take a few hours to take the machine apart, because you've got to take that big outer tub out, and then there's clips that go around it. You've got to take those clips off. I also recommend you mark those clips, so when you put it back together, you know exactly where those clips go. And then when you pull the two shells apart, you pull out the inner basket, and the shaft should come out with it. Now I want you to look at that shaft carefully. That shaft should be nice and smooth, and you might have it discolored where the bearing was, but you don't want a groove. If you have a groove and you put it back together, that shaft is going to wobble. And that seal will only tolerate so much wobble, because when it's wobbling, it will make little openings around the seal and water could get in there. So if you have a damaged shaft, what you're going to have to do, you can take that off. There's three arms. You got two screws. You take those screws out, and then you can separate the stainless steel basket and the support bracket. And then you take that over to a machine shop, and they can either put a sleeve on there, or they can weld it up and machine it back down. That's going to be two options. Whirlpool does not sell that support bracket by itself for most machines. You see, what they do is they sell it with that stainless steel basket. It's about $3.50. So if you can take that shaft off, repair it, that's going to be your best bet, and that'll be your lowest cost repair. And then, once you get everything back together, you tighten up that pulley bolt on the back. You should be able to turn that tub by hand. It should turn freely. If there's any friction at all and something's wrong and you want to check it out, you could have a bearing that's crooked or something, and that can cause issues in the future. That can make the noise come back quicker than normal. You should get 5 to 10 years out of a new bearing and seal kit if everything's good. Now if there's something wrong with that machine, like the seal seat that's on the shaft, that's a cup, it's got a flange on it, that's epoxy to the shaft. You want that to be polished. You want it to be smooth, because that actually will rotate inside that seal. And if that thing's got any roughness to it, it will chew that new seal up. So it's possible if you're going to get 3 years out of your machine, maybe something happened when they put it together, it wasn't right, and that's why you only get 3 years. I talked to some people with the Duets and Elites, they would get a year out of the machine. That's just crazy. So you pay that much money. But your kit is below. I hope those tips helped you. And another thing is, if you go down here on the left side, I've got my blog button. You click on my blog button, and I've got a treat for you. I can save you a $300 up to $400 service call. And what it is, it's the home AC unit. And I put together a video just for you guys that will let you know how you can troubleshoot that thing a little bit, and there's a common part that fails. So I want you to watch that, and the part's about 20 bucks, and if you have a service guy replace it, he'll charge you $300 to $400. It's crazy. So anyway, check that out. You click on my blog, and you go to the categories, you'll see where it says AC repair, and that's what you want. And then that video should pop up, and you can watch that video, and then just be aware of some other tips in there for your AC unit to get more life out of it, and we'll go from there. Again, my name is Jeff. I'm with EliteBearing.com, and I thank you, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.